Hi, so I'm bringing you another weekly update on ASA, FTC, all of the regulations that apply to marketing and influencer marketing. This week there are a whole host actually of ASA rulings, but none of them in particular about influencer marketing. Doesn't matter, as I said last week, you can still, it's still important to keep abreast of what those rulings are, because you can cross-apply the rules and figure out what you need to be doing for all types of marketing. And the one ASA ruling that I've picked out this week that's worth talking about is a winner house promotion. And the reason why is because these are all over my feed at the moment, all over Facebook. You've probably seen one or two. The ASA have investigated quite a few of them. They're essentially, the mechanism is, it's like a lottery, selling tickets to win a house. And they're usually done because the homeowner has decided that for whatever reason, selling on in the usual methods isn't going to work for them for their house, or they think they probably potentially make more money by doing it as a promotion and selling tickets to win the house. So the problems are numerous with this type of promotion. So I'll kind of go through what the ASA have said about the latest ruling and talk about what the biggest issues are with selling a house in this way. So it's the biggest issue that crops up, and has cropped up with quite a few of the complaints of the ASA, is that the house is not being awarded ultimately. And actually there is an alternative prize, usually a cash prize, that gets awarded. And this is often the case when enough tickets aren't sold. So obviously the aim for the homeowner or the house owner, property owner, is to sell enough tickets to cover the cost of their mortgage or the cost of the house, and hopefully a little bit more. And it quite often doesn't happen, unfortunately. So what a lot of them are doing is providing a cash alternative. And of course, the problem is that cash alternative isn't usually as much as that home is valued at. So this is a big no-no under the code rules, because prizes should be awarded as described, or there should be a reasonable equivalent. So the cash equivalent should be the same as the value of that property. Simple as. Quite often the cash equivalents are less than a quarter of the value of the properties. Another issue that keeps cropping up with these type of promotions is that they don't include a closing date. And again, this is quite often deliberate, because the promoters want to make sure that they sell as many tickets as possible. And if they get to X date and realise, well, actually, you know what, we still haven't covered the cost of the property here, they'll want to extend it, and they quite often do. This is a no-no under the code rules. You can't extend closing dates arbitrarily or for reasons such as you just haven't sold enough tickets. So breach of the code, you can't do that. And what we're also seeing is the free entry route isn't publicised well enough. Now, this is a tricky area actually, because the reason most people put in a free entry route in the first place is because they want to stop it becoming an illegal lottery. The rules on lotteries are fairly complicated, so this takes you outside of the ASA cap code territory into legislation. And yes, one route to stop your lottery being an illegal lottery is to have a free entry method, but it's not necessarily the only thing that will stop you from running an illegal lottery. So you are urged to seek legal advice if you are thinking of running a promotion such as one of these. But if you've concluded that you need to have a free entry route, and that's the route that you're going down, then that free entry route should be publicised clearly. It shouldn't be hidden so that, you know, people don't really notice it and actually go for the paid entry routes. It should be very clear and obvious. So also there probably are some other significant conditions as part of your promotion, and we've seen these haven't been covered frequently. So anything to do with, for example, this is only open to the UK, or people in the UK, that's the type of thing that is a significant condition and should be mentioned very prominently in that post. And finally, any other T's and C's should be made accessible. So the full T's and C's should be easily available, perhaps on a separate page on your website, or somewhere where somebody can access them very, very easily throughout the terms of the promotion. So that's a very quick run through of a winner house promotion and how to do it correctly. But as I said, it's a really, really tricky, contentious area that straddles sort of the line between cap code, the ASA rulings, ASA remit and legislation and the law and lotteries and gambling. So you're urged, if this is the route you want to go down, take legal advice. And so I think that's long enough actually for today. No other ASA rulings that we'll go through. Not much coming over from the FTC. That's it for me for this week. It's Easter. Enjoy.